Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sage Be Me podcast. I'll be your host today, Sage Be Me. It's a very cold Monday morning, Man, stay warm, So, on today's episode, we'll be talking about how the body influences the mind. Personally, for me, the past few years, I've been having anxiety, as in the feeling of anxiety itself. It's been with me for like 2 years, I think, or even more. I wasn't really conscious enough to understand how it had happened, so it might be actually 3 years, but let's narrow it down to 2 years. So I'm used to feeling this anxiety, and let's say since the start of this year, I broke free from anxiety. After a while, I still get these anxiety attacks out of nowhere, and I I don't know how it happens, but it's like the body was so used to this emotion that got to a point where it's a normal feeling when it's like let's say a drug addict. Once you take away the drug substance that he or she has been using, they'll feel like the body needs that substance. So same goes to the feeling. The body really wants to experience that emotion. So for me, last week I was having some issues on my side. I think it was because of the environment that I was in. It was so hectic that personally I can't see it. I can't see that I'm experiencing this, but someone else could clearly see what's happening on my side. Someone else could actually see the difference according to the progress that I've made. But for me, you can barely notice it, or once you notice it, then try to get the feeling away from you. You feel like your body is it's as in you're struggling to get your thoughts right. You're struggling to just guide yourself to the direction that you want to be, because the body is used to that feeling. So it directs the mind and tells him, I should be feeling like this, man. You should be feeling like this, man. So it's the same case now when you're used to taking caffeine. The stomach can influence the mind. So the stomach and the mind is connected. When you're hungry, your stomach will feel, hey, there's nothing here. Directs the mind, hey. Then the neurons down there will start telling you, hey, Buona, I'm hungry, Buona. Or let's say you're used to taking caffeine like my mom. If she doesn't take tea, she won't be okay. So every day she has a cup of tea. The moment she decides I won't take tea for like a week, pardon my yawning, it's early. My so for my mom, if she decides I'll stop taking tea for like just a week, that week she'll be having issues with the stomach, because the body is used to getting this, and once it doesn't get this, it has a reaction. That's when you'll hear, oh, I'm having a headache, oh, ABCD is happening. But there's a bright side to this. For us human beings, the body's cells, neurons, think within a span of 11 months, they completely change. So, when you hear someone saying, I am not the same person that you met, he or she is completely correct. And you shouldn't be looking at him like, or her like, so wewe ndo tulikuwanga tunakunywa na wewe, so wewe ndo tulikuwanga tunaiba na wewe. No, you should look at him or her like a completely new person, because the neurons completely, there's no trace of these other neurons that were there. So once you hear people change, it's an actual fact. Physically, you'll know, this is Jeff, this is Andrew, but he won't be actually the same person. A large change has occurred. So what do you do when you start experiencing this feeling that you're used to? It's coming, but it's coming to pull you down. What do you do? You should actually have a good vision for yourself as a person. If you set a good vision for yourself, you'll automatically program your mind. So every time you experience this one thing, this emotion that keeps trying on to creep in, you'll feel like, I'm feeling this, I'm not supposed to be feeling this, because my end goal is ABCD. So once you train the mind, every time you're feeling this feeling that's coming, you train it. It started, we'll stop this, do this, get out of this environment to get to this point. Because you have a clear vision on what and who you want to be, you'll get to be programming your mind on what to do, how to do, and what to feel. Because what the body feels is and will directly affect the mind. The body is the unconscious mind. Anyways, that's all for today. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, share, comment. Follow my socials at sage_b_muchachos on Instagram, at sage_b_muchachos _me on Twitter. And I hope to see you in the next episode where we'll build upon vision.